Hi there, this is Rob from the Hunting Legacy channel here on Keuka Lake in the beautiful Finger Lakes region of western New York. It's New Year's Eve day here in the late duck season 2018-2019. Do a little pan of our cove that we're hunting today. Property that belongs to the family. We have access to hunt late season most years when we're not frozen out. You'll see just a few decoys there. So the report is pretty scarce in terms of duck sightings. Ducks Unlimited has a migration map, and some of the postings from our portion of the Atlantic Flyway in New York State are not too optimistic. Some guys say you're about as likely to see a Sasquatch as you are to see a duck. Others are seeing good numbers. So I guess it depends on where you're at. As always, location, location, location. So how about here? Well, this is our third morning of hunting, and what have we been seeing? We've been seeing a few scattered local mallards and a couple black ducks. Ducks that are pretty well educated, so they're leery of any sets, not really call responsive. They usually scope you out for a while and swim out around your set or outside of range. And then if you're patient, they work their way in where they might be shootable. We have only seen maybe 6 to 8 flocks of flight ducks, migrating ducks, divers that we would get in. Usually we see redheads, bluebill or lesser scaup, some bufflehead, some golden eye on occasion. On rare instances, some canvasbacks. And we have a fair number of Canadian geese. So this morning I have had a pretty nice group of 20 or so Canadian geese that curled in, and we're just outside of range. Got a little video of them. I've got a group of 6 to 10 mallards that are down at this permanent dock here, just down a small point south of me, maybe 250, 300 yards away. They've been swimming it out, feeding in the current outside the dock area, and hopefully if we sit tight a little later in the day, they may give us a look. So enjoying our time on the water, getting more things in the camera range than we are in the gun range, but that's all good. We'll see how it goes this afternoon. So these guys are about 300 yards from my duck line, and they're part of a group of maybe 6 to 8 mallards with an additional 2 black ducks that have been working in and out of this little point by some permanent docks. You can see them zigzagging there. They tend to kind of work back and forth in the current there. Some of these permanent docks around the Finger Lakes will have bubbler units to try to keep them from icing up. There's no ice at this point, but sometimes those bubbler units, when they're put on, stir the bottom up and provide some feed, some opportunity for the ducks to really flourish in those locations. For our purposes today, hopefully they'll work their way up this way. If they do, we get a chance to jump them up and see if we can harvest a couple mallards. Again, our limit on mallards is 4, only 2 of which can be hens. Well, here's the first duck of the late 2018 duck season in western New York. A really nice drake mallard. I had a drake and a hen swim in together just at the outside perimeter of my set, probably in about 30-yard range or so. Was able to jump them up, drop the drake, stop the wing beats on the hen, but she managed to rally and fly away. And this drake dove, and when he popped up, then I had the task of trying to finish him on top of the water from the shore. And amazing what they will absorb and not succumb to when they're in that posture, wings folded on their back, almost like shields. You can literally see the pellets depressing the duck and pushing it in the water. Finally was able to to finish them, then go out in the rowboat and retrieve them. Just for a little further clarity on what they can take, I'm going to turn the camera here and get a little closer. You'll be able to see that he has multiple pellet wounds in the head, including at least 3 that went through his beak or bill, and a number of spots in the neck, wing, and body where there is evidence of a pellet wound going through the body. And yet, multiple shots to try to finish this guy in the water. Quite a difference from back in the days of lead, best I recall. But we shoot with the non-toxic steel loads that we have available, and I try to take conservative range shots just because of this, because I really have no desire to cripple ducks and not get them. I'm trying to recover them to use as a food item for table, and there's no sense in shooting them if you can't get them, or if they're not good table fare. So thankful for this one. Hopefully we get an opportunity to fill out our bag limit today.